Hey everyone, today we're back in the Golden Pack, and you see I have the achievements checked, and yeah, the Golden Pack is actually the pack that I have the most achievements left, so you can see even after this video, looks like I still have 5 left, 5 normal ones. So yeah, let's jump into the run. I get a couple really fun ones today, and I was hoping to basically get either multiple achievements in one run or do some crazy stuff. But the pool in Golden Pack right now, when I was playing this, seems to be pretty difficult. I kept running into the same players, and yeah, you'll see some of the teams are pretty crazy. So luckily I was able to power through with a couple meta teams. These teams are very different, but they are scaled in a very similar way with one of the strongest scalers in the game. So with that being said, let's jump into this run. So some of my favorite level ups, froze the shop and rolled so I could focus the opossum stats onto the weasel and just bring in some guys to fill in the team. It's a fantastic start, even though we brought in 2 kind of weaker tier 2s. Facing weak teams in the beginning in this run, which is a surprise compared to the 8 to 10 runs that I just lost in a row. And no surprise, bring in the Royal Flycatcher. It's one of the best units to bring in the early to mid game, just because there's so many like trumpets and summons. It absolutely decimates teams. One of the units I was trying to go for is the Saiga Antelope, and I was trying to build summon teams to maximize the trumpets. As you see that unbelievable stoat cell into a Royal Flycatcher. But yeah, the Flycatcher just absolutely destroyed me in the early to mid game on those runs. So yeah, quickly gave up on that one. So yeah, level 2 Flycatcher, just statting up a weasel right now. That's really all I care about. The Flycatcher is going to stay at level 2. I'm not going to invest any stats in him. He's just here to carry us to the late game. And you see the power right here. It's just not really a fair pet in this pack right now. It definitely falls off later, but yeah, you just use it like this, intermediate. It's just way too strong. So yeah, you see other teams are already scaling pretty hard, so Golden Pack gets pretty scary pretty fast. You have to figure out what you're going to do and commit to it, and hope that you don't run into a bunch of counters. So the Nurse Shark comes in. No trumpets on the team. Commit to the Nurse Shark. So that means it's going to be a form of a trumpet team, right? And we get the Golden Pack special, which is the banana tea going into the monkey. So we got a monkey now, and I figured this weasel is pretty statted up. Might as well just spread out the stats. Bring in a Vaquita with no trumpets. We have a Nurse Shark and a Vaquita. Very interesting setup. Luckily we get the weasel level up. So obviously I'm looking for trumpets. It's either going to be a Nyala or a Nurse Shark, or a Highland cow. That's the main reason I wanted to get the monkey, is in case I got an early Highland cow, I could start statting it up immediately. I wouldn't have to wait for the babusi. So the oyster shows up, and I just decide to go for it. So now we need a Nyala. Else we're probably going to throw this run away if we don't find it. Don't find it, but find a blue ring, and then finally find one at the end of the turn. So one more turn without trumpets. Again, we're just spreading out the stats. We have Nurse Shark, Vaquita, and we have 1.5 Vaquita. Vaquita is the achievement that I needed. So you'll see me focusing the Vaquita and basically doing anything in my power. Unfortunately, the weasel didn't faint. Not the end of the world though. So now we have the synergy, and one of the reasons I want to spread out the stats is because I didn't want to keep the weasel in the front. As you see me put the weasel back to the front. Oh, I think I didn't want to stat up the Nyala because I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it. But I'm sure after I went 1.5 on it, I'm probably going to keep it now. Snipes everywhere. Our nurse shark's in the back. It's not good. But level 2 Vaquita is super strong, so we don't really need the nurse shark snipes yet. And there's level 2 Nyala. It's honestly perfect. Oyster shows up into Bop, so let's go. We have Weasel Bop. The scaling's there. It's kind of perfect. I would love level 2 Bop. Level 2 nurse shark's amazing. Of course we need level 3 Vaquita. So I'm not too concerned with level 3 Nyala because we're generating a ton of trumpets right here, as you'll see. "26 trumpets left over after the nurse shark. Easy cleanup." So I know this has been like the meta, right? The Nyala nurse shark. Vaquita I never used just because you didn't necessarily need it. It seems overkill in a lot of cases. But considering it's a tier 4, you can get it set up early like I did. It really is a great pet. I mean, we're generating so many trumpets on turn 12 here. They get their own nurse shark, which is super scary. But our trumpets are big enough that it just carries us. So even though we get kind of countered in a way, we can power through. Level 2 nurse shark is incredible. The Nyala staying in the front, so the tomato definitely helps. And I'm just hearing some raspiness in my voice right now, so I don't know how much it's going to come through, but yep, I'm recording a bunch of videos right before we take off on our road trip as we're all recovering from COVID. And yeah, 26 trumpets left over. Easy cleanup. It feels great. Look at the shop. So we have level 3 Vaquita here. Might as well take it. Would love to get nurse shark level 3. We'll throw a banana on the back for now. It's a safe call. And if the nurse shark gets sniped, it's kind of devastating. We need this team to thrive, so I froze the pita bread. Figure pita bread or potato would be great. And they have a PDF. Super scary. Hopefully our Vaquita will faint before our nurse shark, as it does. 40 trumpets. Snipes come out. Easy cleanup. 34 trumpets in reserve. Feels really good. So when you get in points in this game, like this, where we have Bop, we have Weasel set up, we have equipment on almost everything, we have hearts to spare, very high confidence in this run, which was the opposite of a lot of my other runs. What are they going to get with this German Shepherd Beluga combo? 40 trumpets. Warthog. Oh boy. That is a combo right there, sir. Nurse Shark snipes, and luckily it faints one of them, so all the Warthog stats will go to their German Shepherd. Easy cleanup with the trumpets. And yeah, we're just looking for the level up. I saw both of those, but I really just want the level up, and we get it. Level 3 Nurse Shark. Could not ask for anything more at this point. And here you go. Here you go, Mr. Naughty User. Shame on you. Shame on you. 3 health. We activate the pita breads. It's actually really close. So we might be able to power through a team like that. And look at this. Level 3 Nyala. Shows up perfectly. Not much else we could do. Freeze the chocolate. Figure we could level the Bop for sure. And here we go. It's a very similar team here. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. They have the level 3 Cobra. Luckily, we get our pita bread activation. 24 trumpets. Survive and snipes. 50 trumpets. Come on, Nurse Shark. Show me the money. 1, 2... 18 damage snipes. Not sure how effective that was. But if you see here, they got 42 attack. We have 44 health. So we actually get the job done against what looked like a stronger team than the one the previous round. So very happy with this Vaquita meta achievement run. Let's hop into the next one. Alright, jumping into this one, on turn 9 we have 5 trophies and 3 hearts remaining, so a fantastic point in the game to be in. And if you look at the team, we have level 2 Sea Lion, we have Baboon, Cockatoo, Weasel, and Silver Fox. So this is the Cockatoo achievement run. I know that catfish is usually bait in these runs, so I was not going for catfish. I thought about going level 2 Cockatoo there, but I figured if I can get the Sea Lion leveled up, I will be in a very, very good place. And I did not want to level up Baboon in this run. I skipped a couple of them because you see what's going on. We're completely set up for a bird of paradise. This team is very strong already, as you can see. That team setting up for a catfish, they're probably going to lose. It's just not the way. And typically I don't just take all these level ups that show up, but I was going for it. I mean, all this stuff kept showing up, sell down to a perfect 7 gold, and I decide, yeah, let's take the level up on the bop if we can get that level 2 next turn, and then just push all the other levels, and then really go for a Cockatoo level 3. We're going to be set. Good gold generation. I'm kind of getting greedy with the Sea Lion right now for the stats. I figured we need good attack. And go down to 2 hearts, which is okay. But it's a fine line right here with this team. Decide, okay, let's move the Sea Lion back. Let's make sure we get our health. Start tossing some avocados. Perfect Bird of Paradise level up right before the trigger. So, okay, let's start tossing equipment. The team's strong. Let's make sure we're doing ourselves favors and not just wasting our gold. And yeah, another high statted team, and it's just not even close. Good gold generation that round. So 17, we're going to get at least 2 triggers and decide it's time. We need to level the Cockatoo. We're at 7 trophies. The team is only getting way stronger. Let's just push Cockatoo. We really don't need levels on Weasel and Silver Fox. It's just going to be more gold generation, and that gold generation might lead to another trigger. It might not. But you see there, I rolled into so many chocolates and things that I was like, okay, we can level the Silver Fox. And yeah, just throwing chocolates on the Cockatoo, it would be nice to actually get the stats out of it, but the Weasel's already our highest statted unit, so the Weasel doesn't necessarily need the stats. This is kind of one of those runs where you just brute force the achievement. You get such a meta strong team, and yeah, you just say, I don't care what the pet is, I'm going for the achievement. I'm just gonna throw chocolates on them until I get it. So double waffles in the shop. Bird of Paradise, we're just skipping it all. We're good enough, but the Weasel's there, might as well take it, right? But yeah, the fact that we didn't roll into any Cockatoos or chocolates until the end was a little scary. Luckily, we get the chocolate frozen. That's the greatest thing about these gold generating builds too, is it's so nice going for achievements because you have all that extra gold to look for the chocolates and whatnot. So you can even be 2 experience behind potentially on the last turn. And it's not necessarily a worry. This team is strong though. Luckily we get our PETA trigger. Yeah, 9 trophies. So throw the chocolate. Would love to use that waffle, but we need our level. So just skipping everything else. It would be nice to be able to buy equipment. But we just need the level, and there's the chocolate. So, Cockatoo level 3 with, I think I only bought 2 Cockatoos total. Everything else was chocolates, so that's pretty interesting. If you told me I would get my achievement that way, I'd be like, well, that seems pretty inefficient. Why wouldn't you just use the Cockatoo for what it was made to be? And you see here, another absolute meta gold generating scaling team. These teams are pretty tough using like the Magpie and the Gazelle, because you need to like make sure you carry the gold over. And you see it's just not even close. We just absolutely wiped the floor of them. So felt very good. Golden pack achievements. It's gonna take me a couple more videos than I thought to complete Golden Pack. The other packs that I'm 2 or 3 away, obviously I'm gonna wrap those achievements up in one more video. But yeah, Golden Pack, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.